The first driver to win 3 races in NASCAR history is here. Tyler Reddick goes 3 for 3 to start the season, winning today at COTA, last week at Atlanta, and the Daytona 500. What a start to the season for the 45 team. Let's talk all about today's Tyler Reddick Cup Series race. What's going on again, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode 3 of the 2026 NASCAR post-race. Well, technically episode 4 because I did Bowman Gray. But crazy times, man. Crazy times. The episodes are flying thick and fast. We had a good race at COTA here today. We're here to talk all about that, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, before we start this video, I did want to acknowledge that AJ Allmendinger did leave this race on a stretcher. I don't know if the cool suit failed him or what. Something happened to AJ, but happy to see him up, hydrated again, feeling okay, but did not look like a good scene on pit road, and glad to see that the driver of the 16 Colleague Chevrolet is all good and okay. But anyways, we had NASCAR at COTA, and of course, Tyler Reddick, starter from the pole. Pretty well controlled the race, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Early on, well, Briscoe took the lead in stage 1. Reddick kind of dropped back in stage 1. I don't know if he was just saving up his stuff or what, but one driver who really looked strong throughout the entire race was Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney looked incredibly strong throughout the entire race, and yeah, it was a great performance from the 12 team. I mean, if Tyler Reddick and Shane Van Gisbergen didn't exist, I think Ryan Blaney is your winner today. And I mean, if things fall into Blaney's favor at the end, I think Ryan Blaney is the winner here at the Duramax Grand Prix at COTA. But unfortunately, that just wasn't meant to be for the 12 team at the end of the day. And yeah, Blaney pretty much controlled stage 1 after finally getting around Chase Briscoe. That clean air was so crucial today, man. That next-gen clean air at a road course is so crucial. So crucial as I try to pick pimples on my damn back. But, yeah, man. Chastain ended up staying out for the points, took the stage 1 victory. Shane Van Gisbergen took points as well. One thing I want to say, guys, is that with the new points format, especially later in the regular season, I think you're going to see more guys stay out on those stage cautions and go for a points haul. Myself, I think you're going to see more guys just not go and do the friggin' stage, or like not come in for the pit stop and just cycle back out in wherever they can. Like, I think you're going to see a lot more guys try and take the points, especially for guys who think they're going to be on the chase cut line come August. So we'll see how all that plays out. But start of stage 2, Connor Zillage, he had finally worked his way up there. One of 2 incidents where Connor Zillage was the victim of a turn 1 wreckfest. I mean, turn 1 wasn't as much a calamity corner, but if you're Connor Zillage, you're thinking the exact opposite. What a rough weekend for Connor Zillage. Oh, excuse me. What a rough weekend for Connor Zillage, man. Drove arguably one of the best races I've ever seen, like, all weekend long, and just never got to show his true talent with a finishing result. Because, I mean, he just basically got taken out by brake failures in Corey Day in the O'Reilly race yesterday. And turn 1, the first incident he was taken out in was by Daniel Suarez, just trying to cut to the inside of him, clipping the back end of the 88. Zillage lost the back end, spun in the entrance of 1, had to pit. Not an ideal day for the 88. I mean, after that qualifying effort of 28th, he really had to shake up the cards, do whatever he can to get back up the grid. But Daniel Suarez running through the back of you, heading into turn 1, uphill off camber corner. Not ideal. Was it? I think Reddick dominated stage 2. I don't remember stage 2 a whole hell of a lot. It was kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, Ty Gibbs ended up getting the stage win. I think Blaney ended up dominating this stage 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Blaney had a very good race car, guys. Blaney had a very good race car. Ty Gibbs picked up the stage win. I seen AJ Allmendinger back there behind him, picking up some stage points as well. Good for the Dinger. Yeah, man, and then basically the entire stage 3 was basically just Blaney versus Reddick. That was the entire final stage, was just Reddick just air blocking Blaney for the entire stage. A lot of guys pitted early to try and get off cycle, try to mess up some of the guys up front, bring them in a little earlier than what they would have wanted to. They ended up, I think it was like lap 64, they started coming down pit road. Guys like Bell, Larson, some of those guys like that. And what happened from there, after everybody came down, I think the leaders came down around lap 69, lap 70, if I'm not mistaken. And Chastain lost a rear tire under commercial in the final 2 corners. And that brought out the final caution of the day. So then a lot of guys came and pit for tires. What ended up happening there? So what happened is that you seen the... Oh my God. How did this go? You seen a lot of the guys who pitted earlier in that run pit again, get another set of fresh tires. And basically how it worked is you had Reddick and Blaney, the best 2 cars the entire day, on the front row for the final restart with 20 to go. SVG and Zillage, the 2 best road course racers, right behind them. A few guys who were on the, how do you say it? Oh my God. They just didn't take tires. They didn't come down pit road. They were just kind of playing the track position game. It was Zane Smith, Denny Hamlin, trying to think of who else was in that. Byron, I think, was in that too. Another fellow was in there. I can't remember his name, or who it was, but yeah, basically what happened is that, I think it was Denny Hamlin who got into the back of Riley Herbst. I think that was the other one who didn't pit. For some reason, Riley Herbst was running in the top 10 on a non-super speedway, let alone a road course. Yeah, I mean, it was basically just a chain reaction of Hamlin getting into, I think it was Herbst or Smith, and then Smith getting into Zillage. Smith and Zillage got the worst of it because Zane had a right front go down. Zillage was spun around backwards in the turn 1 corner once again. And yeah, Zillage ended up having to come back down pit road. Same with Zane Smith. No, Zillage didn't come back down pit road. He didn't have to do it. He worked his way back all the way to 14th place by the end of the race. But up front, it was the battle between the 45 and the 97. It was Reddick versus Van Gisbergen. This was a great battle all throughout. Reddick had the track position in clean air, and he used that to advantage, forcing Shane to go in areas that he didn't really want to go, use up the tires that he didn't really want to use up. And with about 7-8 laps to go, you can see Reddick just pulling away from Van Gisbergen. He saved his stuff well, controlled the race to perfection, and COTA sees its first repeat winner in multiple seasons as in the 6 seasons that we've had COTA on the calendar. It's the first time somebody's won here twice, and it's Tyler Reddick as he continues to dominate this 2026 season. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick, man. He is on an absolute heater right now, and it's going to take an absolute miracle to try and stop this guy lately. It feels like him and 2311 have all the momentum on their side. No lawsuit, no problem. That's basically how I feel about Tyler Reddick right now, man. They're on an absolute freaking tear, and yeah. Let's get into these post-race results, shall we? Well, your post-race results are as follows. Tyler Reddick, he had a great race today with a big 61 points coming home. Great race for Tyler Reddick today, man. Shane Van Gisbergen is the second place finisher. Just short of 6 road course wins in a row. Unfortunately for Shane, just couldn't get past Tyler Reddick at the end. Ends up 3.9 seconds behind the 45. Christopher Bell, P3. Good run for Bell, man. I mean, Chris Bell was kind of disappointed in his interview, but I mean, after the start to the season they've had, wrecking out of the Daytona 500 and Atlanta, you gotta take a P3 at the end of the day. It's definitely a bounce back race for Bell. I'm sure Bell can use that momentum at Phoenix and Las Vegas in the coming weeks. He's usually good at those 2 tracks. Ty Gibbs, P4. I mean, considering what's been said about him in the media this week, I made a great meme for the podcast account. Where is it here? If you guys don't follow touchdowns and track limits, there we go. That's a better way for you guys to see it. I'll try to get my reflection out of there. There we go. Now it's focusing. Ty Gibbs ain't showing up to work, according to Chris Gaypart. So that's why I made that meme. Good job, Ty Gibbs. P4. He's a decent road racer. I'm happy for him that he had a good day. I'm happy for Ty Gibbs because he needed it. Michael McDowell, P5. He played the strategy cards in this race. I mean, he was trying to go long on that Reddick, well, before that Chastain caution. Try to play the long run, catch people in the fresh tires late on. Unfortunately, just didn't work out for the 71. Kyle Larson, P6. Kyle Larson and Bell did get into it at one point. I can't remember. They were just pushing each other around there at one point. Kyle Busch was involved in that too somehow. Yeah, P6 day for Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott had problems throughout the day. Was up and down. Was able to get a P7 finish. All in all, not a bad day for Chase Elliott. Ryan Blaney probably had the fastest car this weekend, but sometimes things just don't work out in your favor. Ryan Blaney still got it home for a good points day. Can't really complain if you're the 12 team at the end of the day. AJ Allmendinger with a P9, like I said, glad he was okay. He had a decent day as well. Got some stage points, was able to hang on for a top 10. Cool suit failed him, so glad he was able to bring it home top 10. Denny Hamlin brings it home for a top 10 as well. Not a bad day for the 11 team at all. Denny Hamlin finishing on the top 10 in the next gen on a road course is a very rare sight, so I'm glad he could have a good run today. Bubba Wallace, P11. Honestly, considering he barely cracked the top 20 today, great result for him. Kyle Busch, I expected a little bit more from, because considering he's been so good at COTA in his RCR days, but hey. P12 is a good result for KFB fans these days, so you got to take the wins where you can get them. William Byron, P13. Top 10 day for William Byron. Should have ended better, but still got a good points day, if nonetheless. Connor Zillage, P14. You got to be disappointed for Connor Zillage, man. Especially in that final stage, the 88 looked like the best car. He looked like he was going to win this race. It really, really did look like Connor Zillage was going to win this race, but unfortunately just didn't work out. Joey Logano finished 15th, somehow. Ty Dillon's finished 16th, somehow. Same with John Hunter Nemechek. John Hunter Nemechek was just basically around there the entire day. Priest with P18. Dylan Keselowski with a broken leg on a road course. Fair play. He brings home P20, followed by Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst, Chris Buescher, who was actually involved in a wreck when Kyle Busch got in the back of his part-time teammate Jesse Love and sent Chris Buescher out into the gravel trap of the final corner, or just before the gravel trap in the runoff, I should say. Daniel Suarez, P25, he had a decent run going in stage 2. He chose the points, and yeah, it damages the blow for him a little bit, I guess. Josh Berry, P26. I mean, it's Josh Berry on a road course. I don't expect much more. Jesse Love, P27. Ran in the top 20 a lot of today. I think Jesse Love deserves a bit of credit, but it is what it is. Didn't really expect a whole lot from Jesse Love today. Stenhouse, 28th. Cole Custer was running in the top 20. A lot of points today. Good for him. Cody Ware. Carson Hocevar, who had a wreck coming to hits to start his final lap of the race. Don't know what happened there. Never saw a replay, but P31 for Hocevar. Cindric had a rough day at a road course for some reason. Don't really know what happened to him. Zane Smith, Eric Jones, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, who I forgot to mention, actually had to get out of the car on that final caution with 20 to go. They had Myatt Snyder hop in the thing. Apparently Bowman was really sick. Bowman was 36 for a vast majority of the race today, he was running slower than Cody Ware. Like, something had to be up. I was like, there's no way Alex Bowman is this slow on pure pace, but is what it is. The 48 comes home P36, and Chase Briscoe, who had a axle failure, finishes P37. The points update coming up next. Well. Tyler Reddick just slapped his cock amongst the points table this season. He is 70 points ahead of second place Bubba Wallace. 23-11. First and second in points, Tyler Reddick has a 72-point advantage to third place Chase Elliott. My God, Tyler Reddick is on a freaking heater this year, man. He is on a freaking heater. My God. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Bubba Wallace, P2. Decent day for the 23 team. We'll take it. Well, we're talking about points now, dummy. Yeah, he got as more points than he really should have today, so good for Bubba. Elliott, P3 in points currently. Ryan Blaney, P12. Shane Van Gisbergen's good run today has him up to 5th in points. Oh my God, man. Tyler Reddick has a 96-point advantage to SVG in 5th. Holy shit. Logano, P6. Suarez, P7. My God, I didn't see that coming. Allmendinger, P8. McDowell, P9. Hocevar, P10. Busher, P11. Keselowski, P12. The fact that Keselowski's P12 in points with a broken leg, walking around in a cane, is honestly kind of embarrassing. Byron, P13. Then it's Zane Smith, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Preece. Ty Gibbs is the first driver out by 3 points to Ryan Preece. Then it's Noah Gragson, Ty Dillon, Ross Chastain, John Henry Nemechek, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Riley Herbst, Ricky Stenhouse, Chase Briscoe, Josh Berry, Cole Custer, Todd Gillen, Austin Cindric, Connor Zillage, Cody Ware, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, and the last car of the chartered teams is Alex Bowman. That's rough. That's really rough, Alex Bowman. That's really rough. Yeah, well, I mean, points will matter more, and we'll start to get a better picture of the points after Darlington and Martinsville, but we've only had 2 super speedways and a road course so far this year, guys. We can't make too many assumptions, but yeah, let's get into your driver of the day. Well, guys, it honestly would be unfair of me to give it to anybody else after this race, but I feel like the driver of the day has to be Ryan Blaney. I mean, if Tyler Reddick didn't win this race, I'd be giving it to him, but Shane Van Gisbergen battled through the dirty air all day. He was a good contender for this. Same with Connor Zillage, having to work from back to front, getting caught up with no incidents of his own. Just a really unlucky weekend, all in all, for Connor Zillage. But you gotta give your credit where credit is due, man. And I've gotta say, fair play to Ryan Blaney. He had the best car today, in my opinion. He was a rocket ship throughout the entire race. Things just didn't work out for Blaney in the end to get the result that he deserved. He deserved a top 3 at minimum today, and Ryan Blaney's my driver of the day for COTA, man. The Duramax Grand Prix should have been Ryan Blaney's, in my opinion, but sometimes things just don't work out, and I think Ryan Blaney's the driver who deserves the most recognition of who didn't end up in victory lane today, so fair play to Blaney. Alrighty then, guys, let's put this race on the Skyler scale, and let's get the hell out of here. Let's head to bed for me, because I'm going to be editing this till probably 10 o'clock, and I don't want to. I want to go to bed. Yeah, I've been up since 7 in the morning. I'm pretty tired. I'm only running off 6 hours sleep, to be fair, though. But, yeah, man. Texas, Austin wasn't the greatest race in the world. I mean, it was an average. It was like a decently good average race. That's basically what I can say for COTA. I mean, was it hard to pass? Yeah. Do we know it's hard to pass? Yeah. It didn't blow my socks off, but I wasn't bored out of my mind either. I think a 70% is fair. Like, this is like very 6.5, 7 out of 10 score range for me, in my opinion. So I think a 70% on the Skylar scale is a fair score for the Duramax Grand Prix presented by condoms. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's Austin in the books. Phoenix next week. Yeah, next weekend could be an interesting one for me. I may end up having to take a weekend trip to Toronto. I don't friggin' know what's about to happen next weekend, guys, but it's gonna get interesting. I've got a lot of things that I'm working on behind the scenes that I can't really talk about on camera too much at the moment yet. I would love to be able to tell you guys because it is some pretty awesome shit, but yes, just stay tuned. I want to give you little teasers. I really, really do. But just stay tuned. That's all I got to say is just stay tuned. But yeah, guys, you know where I'm going. Maybe you'll be able to put 2 and 2 together. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Drop a comment down below, guys. Subscribe and share with those notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload here on the channel, guys. Don't forget to join the Patreon and the Twitch. Follow the podcast touchdowns and track limits. All the links are in the descriptions down below. All the links are in the description down below, I should say. All my social medias are down there as well, so make sure you go drop those a follow. And yeah, guys, business is booming. Business is booming. Races upon races upon races. IndyCar was back today. St. Pete was trash. It was a trash race. I still gotta watch the truck highlights. F1's back next weekend. Hopefully Cadillac kills some shit. Hopefully Ferrari get a 1-2 and Cadillac finish 3 and 4, even though they're definitely not beating Mercedes or Red Bull. But I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Just so you guys know, I did mention I may be heading to Toronto over the weekend. I will be back home for the race. Like, just so you know, I will be back home on Sunday before the race, as things currently stand, if I have to go. I really don't know yet. A lot of shit's up in the air right now. I'm gonna edit this video, watch an episode of Drive to Survive, and go to bed. If it wasn't so late at night, I'd play some iRacing if I didn't have to work in the morning, but that's life. That's life. That was kind of gay, but oh my god. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you next time out. But until then, take care and peace.